we're currently getting something sitting in that chair.
No light, it's just flickering.
The actual house light.
Hear that? Anyone else hear breathing? Yeah.
I just got chills. That was awesome. Is there anyone in this home that would like to speak with or interact with us? If there's anyone that would like to speak with us, please, you can come anywhere upstairs and touch any one of our devices and let us know you're here. My name's Jared. We mean you no harm. We're just here to learn and help if we can. It's honestly nice and calm in this room. It feels peaceful in here.
If you'd like, we have some tobacco for you up here too.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
For the record, before we even started shooting, bring the camera over here. To give you a little bit of a lay of the land, we got a REM pod going off again. That REM pod continuously goes off. This window right here is where they see the apparition of a little girl standing. This is the topmost floor of the house. And then we did have a trigger on the motion sensor.
Honestly.
Want to do dowsing rods?
Yeah, let's get started.
It's going crazy, dude. So if you look over here, you can see that's the little window with the REM pod, and that is exactly where they see the spirit of the girl. Motion to the, oh. Scared the shit out of me because I couldn't quite see. That thing's bright and like blinding me. Did it just trigger?
That wasn't me.
Yeah, and I just saw like a figure there. It scared the I didn't know you came up that way. I expect you to come up this way.
Well, I thought you guys were still over here.
We did just have a,
Take it off.
Yep. I almost wish we would have got a Ouija board.
I wouldn't have done this.
What?
No Ouija board.
What? I thought you were a skeptic.
Yeah, no Ouija board.
It's not a blood board. Do you know the difference? Blood board is made of real wood. It's handcrafted and it's sanded barehanded to the point that blood actually gets into the finish. And it's like what Ouija boards are based on.
William is he was the original owner. Francis, or the old Miss, that's the potentially the lady in white.
That REM pod's still going crazy. Say that again?
So Francis, she was married to William. She was potentially the lady in white according to whatever her name was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
You think Letitia's a little girl?
So she was married to her husband. He died in battle in 1865. And she died in 1862 after visiting him from typhoid.
Hey.
What?
Y'all just got really blurry.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? In the corner of my eye, I saw something. It almost looked like smoke for a second in the corner of my eye, and I looked over and it wasn't there. Right as you said, hey. Interesting. Is there any person, spirit, or entity up here that would like to speak with us? If so, can you cross these rods? Is there anything in this house that would like to speak with me? Cross these rods.
Pointing straight at me.
I think they were trying to cross. If you're in this house and would like us to go to a different room, can you either point these rods the direction you want us to go, or open them so I just know we need to find another room? don't know if that's a direction.
No, they're just splitting slowly.
I don't know why they're moving so slowly. Yeah?
Well, there's no, I mean, that's the only room unless they're meeting out, unless it means outside.
No, I think that was confirmation. I just don't feel anything in this room, you know what I mean? I don't know, I have a feeling about that room.
Let's do it.
That cat ball is rolling. Maybe it just wasn't settled yet? I don't know. I did kind of roll it.
William, would you like to come in and take a smoke? Will you sit with us? If you're here, cross these rods.
I don't know if it works if someone else asks a question. It seems like it does, but... Motion sensor right behind you.
William, come on in. If you're here. Like I said, take a seat. We have some tobacco for you. We don't mean you any harm.
Cat ball and motion sensors, exact same time. Aj got chills, that was awesome. That is just going crazy, dude.
William, if you're here, come in. We don't mean any harm. We're just here observing. We'd like to kind of get to know the house and get to know some of you. I don't know if you want to ask anything specific.
William, if you're here, is that you that just walked through the door? If so, can you make these rods cross? Did someone else just walk in the room? Can you cross these rods, if so?
Okay.
Motion sensor again.
Francis. Francis, if you're here, cross these rods.
Motion sensor went off right as you said that. Mr. Burrell, if you're here, can you make these rods cross? Mr. Burrell, if you're here, can you point these rods exactly where you're at right now? Everything just got really quiet. That's going crazy.
No temperature fluctuation.
What is the temperature there?
68.
And this REM pod's not getting anything. If there's anyone upstairs that would like to communicate with me, point these rods where you're at. It's like nothing.
If there's anybody here with us now in this room, please cross the rods. If there is anyone in the house with us now, please cross these rods. Fanny, will you come here and cross the rods? I'm checking my temperature, please. I'm freezing.
If anyone's on this floor with me, would you like to come in and have a conversation? Just come in here and cross these rods. Thank you for coming in here. If you were one of the family members from the Burrell family, can you cross this rod? Mr. Burrell, is that you? That one's not even going off now. Oh. No, I was trying to see if the other one was being interacted with. Francis, if you're here, could you come into this room? Just come in here and cross these rods for me. Fan or Fanny?
Fan or Fanny, either one.
Fanny, can you come in here and cross these rods? Is that you? If that's you, can you point these rods right at where you're standing? That REM pod is going crazy. I think my hand twitched on that.
We don't mean you any harm. If you're here with us.
The light was just flickering. It got bright for a second, dim, and then it flickered.
The blue one?
No, the actual house light.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, like I saw you. I don't know if you can see it in that night vision. I don't know if it picks up anything of the daylight spectrum. Hey, if your name's Letitia, can you cross these rods? If you're up here on this floor, can you point these rods where you're at? Are you standing in front of that window right now? Is there any way you could come into this room and touch this little red light on the floor? Come over and reach out to it.
Rosa, if that was you, please cross the rod so we know you're here.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen it cross for you. Pretty much every time you pick them up, there's like no response. You see there, you can see the heat map of the door?
Yeah.
It's, that's a 3D representation. Motion sensor. Did someone just walk through that door? If so, can you make these rods cross? Or would you mind coming in here and talking to us? If anyone's on this floor would like to speak to us, if there's anyone intelligent, like to have a full conversation with us, just walk into this room. Or if you could go back over in that doorway, walk in front of our device again.
If there's anyone here, please make these rods cross.
Do you have cat balls set up?
Yeah, there's by that door, there's one in that room. I don't know about the door, but since you got the REM pod thing. And then
That REM pod's not even going off anymore. It was going off like crazy earlier.
if there's anyone upstairs with us now, please cross these rods. If there's anyone in this house, please cross the rods so we know you're here.
I'm just panning this camera.
I try, not getting anything.
I really want to capture something on this SLS rig.
Francis, can you come here onto the, what do we call this?
The landing?
The landing area. If so, can you cross these rods for me? Francis, do you want us to come into the guest room? If so, cross these rods.
Now it's going off again.
The rod's crossed as well.
Trying to see if anything changed.
Francis,
Ask if that was her telling us yes.
my apologies. If you want us to go into the guest room, can you cross these rods for me? Francis, if you would prefer that we stay here on the landing, can you cross these rods for me? Francis, are you upset?
Take that as a yes.
Francis, are you upset that I'm a Yankee? If so, can you cross these rods? Francis, are you upset that we're here? Okay. Francis, are you upset with all three of us? Or are you upset with someone? I'm
Interesting.
gonna ask that one again.
I'd just say point to who you're upset with.
Yeah. Francis, can you please... Francis. I'm sorry.
I'd take over, but you're like getting a lot right now.
Yeah. Francis, can you please point to the person who upsets you? Francis, do all three of us in this house upset you?
Ask if
I
it's
heard
you.
something.
Yeah. Ask if it's you.
AC shut
No, what was it? What did we want to ask?
Ask if it's you, because it can't point to you if it's you.
Francis, am I the one that upsets you? If so, cross these rods.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. We're currently getting something sitting in that chair. Now, what I want to do, I'm gonna walk behind you so it picks up me. I'm not gonna turn this one on. I'm gonna let this one chill for a little bit. I want to see if it picks up me.
Hey, hold on.
It's not even picking me up. It's,
You hear that?
anyone else hear breathing?
Yeah.
Do we all hear that right now?
Putting that down.
That could have been old pipes. We all heard that, right?
Yeah.
That is still being picked up on camera.
Hey, the sound's coming from over there.
I heard it from in there.
Yeah, I heard it from there as well.
Something is still being picked up in this chair as an entity right now. It's not even picking me up. I'm trying to steal it. Can I take the player? That's me.
No, you took Jimmy.
Jimmy, come stand next to me. So it picks me and you up. This player want to play too. I want to see if it goes back. See that dot? See that dot? It still sees it in the chair. That's what that dot is.
Yeah.
Walk out of frame. See if it gets upset if I move this chair again. If there's someone in here with us, I'm just gonna push the chair in slightly so you can sit at the table with us. Francis, if you're here with us, can you give us some sort of sign? Show us that this is the room you wanted us to go to? Is there any way that you can give me undeniable proof that you're here? Any way you can think of? Can you push something, set off one of my devices. Or could you blow out one of these candles? Rods are crossing. I didn't even ask them to do that. If you're in here right now, can you point these rods to where you're at? Take a picture over here. Try and get the door and the corner of the room. It'll print out the top. Francis, if that's you blowing on that candle, can you cross these rods? Immediate. Point these rods at that candle right now. Almost there.
Picture.
Yeah, take a picture.
Try to recenter yourself. You're starting to shake a little bit there.
I don't know. It's weird because sometimes I can feel like a movement shift, and I just like felt it in my chest right when those. Cat ball, right behind you.
Picture or no?
Yeah, picture. Hold on. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna step out of frame, so maybe you'll show up so I can see you. Can you touch that ball again? Dude, right after I said I felt it like go through my chest, behind me. Oh my God. Holy shit. Like a cold spot that came super close up on me, like all of a sudden. That was freaking weird. That was awesome. That scared the crap out of me. Hold on, I wanna see if there's any EMF energy. We haven't really been using this lately. I got 23 right here.
Is that a lot or a little? I don't.
That's EMF 1. That means definitely something. Yeah, 23, right on the cat ball. If you bump, it'll go off, but that was so creepy. It kind of felt like the AC, but the AC just started blowing super cold on me right here. I mean, there is a vent. It could have been that, but it was like so immediate and so sudden, it freaked me out. I pivoted away from you a little bit. So, lean back forward.
That started going before you moved.
Yeah. That went off before you even moved. I think that's actually it going off. I don't think it's picking you up. I don't think that's it picking you up. That one.
It's not you.
I thought it might have been, but I don't think it is. That might have been our last one. How many have you taken?
That was 5.
Yeah, that was the last one. It just keeps going off. I don't even know what to ask.
Yeah.
It's just going off now.
Go back to asking if she wants to like tell us something.
If that's Francis trying to give me proof that she's here, can you cross these rods? There we go. Thank you, Francis. That thing's going crazy.
Ask her if she wants
I felt that pressure on my chest again.
ask her if she wants if it's the candles that she wants out. Because if you think about it, it has picked up since the candles have been lit.
I want to know if maybe it's too dark in here or something.
Ask her if she wants to.
Francis, is it too dark in here? If so, we can turn on the light if you cross these rods. That's going crazy, dude. You want to turn on the light and see if it stops? Back up real quick, Dom. Back up out of the way real quick. It's not you. Francis, if we just did what you were asking us to do, cross these rods.
That was immediate. Ask her if she wants the candles out.
If you would like us to blow out these candles, we're gonna do this differently. Point these rods at the closest candle to me. Dude. We'll do it.
I mean, there is like...
For the camera's record, we're hearing like shifting, tapping noises outside this window.
So there is like, the roof.